Hello students, now in this video we are going to discuss about 11th standard computer science chapter 10 flow of control. We already studied what is meant by statement and what is meant by control statement used in C++ programming language. Yes. So what is meant by flow of control? Control means we are controlling the execution of the program. Okay, how the program code can be executed. Either it can be executed in the sequence order, or if you want to execute in alternative manner, or if you want to repeat something. Okay, so that is you are controlling the execution of the C++ program is known as flow of control. Okay, so before going to the control statement, you first learn about what is meant by statement. Okay, so statement is nothing but each and every line in your programming language is known as a statement. A computer program is a set of statements or instructions to perform a specific task. Okay, so a program can contain a set of instructions. That instructions is known as a statement. Okay, these statements are intended to perform a specific actions. Why we need a instructions? If we want to do some specific operations, then we need a statements. Okay, statements is nothing but the instructions written in high level programming language is known as a statements. The actions may be of variable declaration, expression evaluation, assignment operation, decision making, looping, and so on. Okay, that is the statements. There are different kinds of statements are used. So statements are used to declare the variable. That is we already studied no data types. In the previous chapter, how we can declare a variable. You specify the data type and then give the variable name. That is declaration statement. Okay, expression evaluation, for example c equal to a plus b, that is known as a expression evaluation. And assignment operation, that is a equal to 5, like that. Decision making statement, we are using if condition. No, if a greater than b, then that type of statements. Looping, whether we can use for, while, do, while, like that statements. So all are the different kinds of statements used in the C++ programming language. Okay, the statements are commonly classified into two kinds. What is it? Null statement and compound statements. Okay, so statements are classified into two types: a null statement and a compound statement. What is meant by null? Null means empty statement. Okay, null means empty statement. That is, it is not specified any instructions inside of the statement. The statements is having only a semicolon. Okay, so null statement means empty statement. In this statement, we are having only semicolon. It takes the it takes the following form, that is semicolon. It is a null statement. So we just put semicolon alone in one line. That statement is considered as a null statement. Okay. So why we need this null statements means the statements are used as a placeholder. We just occupy the place for further usage. For that we are using this null statement. Okay. So in future we can add some statements in this place. For that purpose we are using the null statement. Okay, another one is compound statement. In the name itself, compound, what is the meaning of compound? A group of statements. Okay, group of statements is known as a compound statement. How we can specify the group of statement? In C++ we are using curly braces to mention the group of statement, that is set of statements. Okay, this group of statements is called as a compound statement or a block. The general format of a compound statement is open curly braces. This curly braces is used to indicate where the program code can start, and then close curly braces is used to indicate where it can be end. Between this you can write any number of statements. Okay, in this example statement 1, statement 2 is given, and then each and every statement is terminated by semicolon in C++ programming language. Okay, so see the example. In this example we are going to add a number. Okay, we are declaring two variable int x comma y. Here x and y is the integer variable, and then we just assign the value for x equal to 10, y equal to x plus 10. That is, we are increment the value x by 10 and store into the variable y equal to x plus 10, and then close curly braces. That is, what is meant by compound statement? A group of statement enclosed within Curly braces is known as a compound statement. See in this example, how many statements are there? Three statements are there. Okay, these three statements are enclosed within the curly braces. So we call it as a compound statement. Okay, now you can understand what is meant by statement and what are the different kinds of statements are there. Okay, now we go for control structure. So control structure or control statements are statements that alter the sequence of flow of instructions. Okay, this control structure statements are used to alter the sequence flow of execution of the statements. So statements may be executed sequentially, selectively or iteratively. Okay, so depending upon the requirement, we can execute the statement either in sequence order or alternative or iterative. Okay, so if the statements are executed in sequentially, the flow is called the sequential flow. If you want to alter the flow of execution, then the type of statements is known as branching statement. Okay, and then iteration, jumping and function calls, this flow is called as the control flow. Okay, in some situations, it's not necessary to execute all the statement in sequence order. Okay, in some situations, if the statements alter the flow of execution like branching, iteration, jumping and function calls, this flow is called as control flow. Okay, so this is known as control flow statement. Now you can see the flow chart for these three different kinds of control flow statement. What are the control flow statements? Sequence statement, a selection or decision making statement, iteration or looping statement. Okay, so sequence means we are executing the statement one by one. Say this first example, statement 1, after the execution of statement 1, statement 2 can be executed and then statement 3 can be executed. This is a sequence statement, that is we are executing the statement one after another. And then selection statement, and the selection statement we first check the condition. When the condition is true, then true black can be executed. When the condition is false, then false black can be executed. So when the condition is true means the false black can be skipped. Okay, so when the condition is false means the true black can be skipped. So we are skipping some set of statement and executing the remaining statement. This is known as selection or decision making statement. Okay, and then it execute the remaining statements. Iterations or looping statement. Iterations or looping means we are repeating some set of statements again and again is known as the iteration or looping statement. Here also we are checking the condition first. When the condition is true, the set of statement, that is the loop body, can be repeated a number of times you specified. Okay, maybe if you want to repeat this statement 1 and statement 2 10 times, then this two statements can be repeated 10 times. When the condition is false, it exits from the loop. Okay, so iteration statements are used to repeat some set of statements again and again until the number of times specified. Okay, so these are the three different control statements used in C++ programming language. Selection statement. Now you can see what are the different kinds of selection statements used in C++. Okay, so if statement, if else statement, nested if statement, if else if ladder statement, and then question mark colon, alternative to if else statement. Okay, we already learned, question mark colon is the conditional operator. This conditional operator is used alternative to the if else statement. Okay, and then switch statement. We can see the statements one by one. First we see about if statement. If statements are used to check the condition. If you want to check a condition and execute the statement, then we can use a if statement. If statement is also known as a simple if statement, because in this if statements we are having only the true block. There is no false block, so we call it as a simple if statement. Okay, now you can see the definition given in this book. The if statement evaluates a condition. If the condition is true, then a true block can be executed. Okay, so a statement or set of statements, you can write the true block either a single statement or more than one statement. Otherwise, the true block is skipped. Okay, the general syntax for if statement is if text expression, test. Okay, test condition, or you can write expression also. Okay, if test condition or expression, and then the test condition or expression with write within parentheses, and then write true block, and then it start the statement X. Okay, so see the flow chart. It first check the test condition, text expression. If the condition is true, then true block can be executed. Otherwise, if the condition is false, automatically the control transfer to the statement X. Okay, so this is the if statement. Now you can see for if else statement. Here we are having two alternatives. Okay, if the condition is true, the true block can be executed. Otherwise, the else block can be executed. Okay, alternate. We are having two-way branches. If the two-way branches, that is true and false block. If the result is true, then the statement inside your true block is executed and a false block is skipped. Okay, when the condition is true, false block is skipped. If the result is false, then the statement inside the false block is executed, that is true block is skipped. Okay, so the general syntax for if statement, if else statement is if expression, that is text expression, within bracket, within curly braces, write the true block. So when the condition is false, the control automatically transfer to the else block and then it execute the false block statement. Okay, so and then it goes on statement X. See the flow chart also. Okay, so when the control enter into the if statement, it first check the test condition. If the text expression is true, then it execute the true block. Otherwise, it goes on the false block. After execution of this statement, the control automatically transfer to the statement X. Okay. So now you can see one example program. In this program, we are going to find whether the given number is even number or odd number. Okay, so we already know the C++ program, it starts from the preprocessor directive statement, that is hash include IO stream, and then using namespace std, namespace as the container. Okay, and then int main. From this, the main function can start. That is the C++ program execution, it starts from the main function. And then open curly braces. This is used to indicate where the program can start. In this program, we are declaring two variables. One is num, another one is rem, that is remainder value and then number. Okay, so both the variables this comes under the integer data type. Okay, we are getting one whole number and find whether that number is a even number or odd number. Okay, so for getting the value, for displaying the message, we are using cout statement. Cout less than enter a number, and then we get the value for number. So c in greater than num. Num is a variable. Now we are going to get value for this num variable, and then remainder equal to, if you want to get the remainder value, then you can use a modulus operator. Okay, so rem is equal to num modulus 2. So it divide a number and it store the remainder value in rem. Okay, and then we are checking the remainder value. If remainder, that is rem, equal to 0, here the double equal symbol is used for comparison, that is both the values are equal. Okay, so if the values is 0, that is the remainder value is 0, then it return the given number is even. Okay, if I am giving the value is 2, then what is the output I will get? See out the given number 2 is even. Okay, and then when the condition is false, now I will get the output, the given number 2 the given number is odd. Okay, so when the condition is false, so when my input is 2, means I will get the first output, true block can be executed. Okay, else block can be skipped. Maybe I am giving the input is 3, then true block can be skipped. So what is the remainder value? 3. I am giving 3 means 3 divided by 2. The remainder value is 1. So 1 equal to 0. The condition is false. When the condition is false, the control automatically transfer to the else block, and then it give the output, the given number 3 is odd. Okay, and then return 0 and then close curly braces. Okay, so this is the example for if else statement. Okay students, in the next topic we discuss in the next class. Thank you students.